Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back once again in my class. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well at your home. My dear students, as we know that we are going through the revision of lesson 4, Catch That Cat. In this video, we are going to continue the revision of lesson 4, and here we are going to complete this story. Before going through the revision, I want to remind you one thing, that you have to comment in the comment section for your attendance. It is compulsory for all students. So, in the previous video, we have studied that Dip was the naughtiest child in the school, and one morning her little friend Mimo came to her room and said that Kapi lost. Kapi was lost. Here Kapi was Mimo's cat. Then again Dip said to Mimo that don't worry Mimo, you go to your school, I will look for Kapi. Then after that Dip put on her uniform, she packed her bag, picked up her lunchbox and let her brother wheeled her to the bus stop like he did every day. Then what happened next? As her brother left Dip at the bus stop, as soon as he left, Dip raced off and she wheeled her way up and down through the street calling Kapi, Kapi. She looked behind houses, she looked inside dustbin, she looked under bushes, Kapi was nowhere. Then what happened next? Then Dip asked to some people that have you seen brown cat here? Then that man replied, no, we haven't. Then again she asked to an old man who was drinking tea in a tea shop that have you seen a brown cat around here? Then he replied that no, I haven't. Then Dip now came to road that went up a little hill. Then she wheeled herself up and breathing heavily. Then he asked to the woman that have you seen a brown cat here? Then she replied, is that him? The woman asked, pointing that is that him? Then Dip raised to see a brown streak disappearing. Kapi. Disappearing through the hill, there was Kapi. Dip cried, Kapi! Then down the hill she rolled behind the cat. Kapi ran past houses, jumped over dustbins and darted around bushes. Then he sprang past the old man drinking tea in a tea shop. My dear student, that old man that who was drinking the tea at the tea shop. He sprang past the old man drinking tea in a tea shop. Then he leaped past the people digging the road, not far from Dip's house. Then Kapi stopped near the Dip's house, flicked his tail and jumped up a tree. Flicked means moved gently. Dip here. Kapi stopped and moved gently his tail and jumped up a tree. He settled himself comfortably on a high branch. So, my dear students, in the previous video, we have completed revision up to high branch. Now we are going to continue. Now here, what happened next? Dip came to stop under the tree. You crazy cat, she panted. Come down. But Kapi only began to lick himself clean. What could Dip do now? She was tired and she was hungry. She opened her lunch box and saw fish curry. This will bring Kapi down. Then Kapi, do you want some fish? Kapi, do you want some fish? Cried Dip and lifted up her box to show Kapi. Then what happened next here? Then Dip came to a stop under the tree. When Here, Kapi settled himself comfortably on a high branch. Then Dip Dip came to stop under the tree and said to the Kapi, "You crazy cat, come down." But Kapi began to clean himself by his trunk. Then Dip Dip said, "Think that what could Dip Dip do now?" Then she was tired and she was hungry. Here, Dip Dip was tired and hungry too. Then she opened her lunch box and saw fish curry. Very excited when she saw the fish curry. She said, "Fish curry. Oh, this will bring Kapi down." Then after that, Dip Dip offered to Kapi, "Do you want some fish curry?" And Dip Dip lifted up her box to show Kapi a very delicious fish curry. Then what happened next? Now come to the page number 32. Then fish Kapi looked down. Then the cat Kapi looked down. Fish. But suddenly Kapi was frightened to climb down. "Meow," he said pitifully. "Meow." Then what happened next? What Dip Dip shouted, "You don't expect me to come and get you, do you?" Then yet what Dip Dip said to the Kapi when suddenly Kapi was frightened to climb down and Kapi said meow. He said pitifully meow. It means that he is frightened to come down. Kapi was frightened to come down and sound like that. Then after that, what Dip Dip shouted, "You don't expect me to come and get you, do you? तुम मुझसे ये उम्मीद मत रखना कि मैं तुम्हें नीचे लाऊंगी, समझे?" Then here what Kapi said, then again meow said Kapi sadly. Then Dip Dip said, "Fine, fine." Said Dip Dip, "I'm coming, don't move." Dip Dip wheeled himself to the tree where a branch hung low. You can see, my dear student, the picture where the branch hung low. She used her arm to pull herself. You know, my dear student, that Dip Dip here is a disabled child. He cannot walk by their own. He always walk with the help of wheelchair. Then also she had done a very great job and she helped her pet Kapi to come down from the high branch of tree. What she did? Then Dip Dip wheeled herself close to the tree where a branch hung low. She used her arm to pull herself up. Then what happened next? "Now come here, Kapi, you silly cat," she called. Then Dip Dip said to the Kapi, "Come here, come to me, Kapi, you silly cat." "Meow." Then Kapi said, "Meow," said Kapi, sliding down slowly and cuddling up to her. Then that's when Dip Dip, her voice below, there she is on the tree. "How did you get up there?" Dip Dip looked down to see many faces looking up at her. She held out the cat. Then she held out the cat. "See, I found Kapi for Mimo. Her father brought her and Kapi down." Everyone smiled at her, scolded and hugged her, and Dip Dip sat on her wheelchair smiling at and scolding and hugging Kapi. Then what happened next? When Dip Dip used her arm to pull herself up on the branch of the tree. Now again Dip Dip said to Kapi, "Come here, you silly cat." And then Dip Dip heard some voices coming below. and they were saying that there she is on that tree. Then they asked, their father asked, how did you get up there? Upar kaise pahunchi? Dib Dib looked down to see many faces, so many faces are there. Then she held out the cat. Then see, I found for copy for Mimo. Then Dib Dib said to the people that I found copy for my little friend Mimo. Then her father, means Dib Dib's father, brought her and copy down, and everyone smiled at her, scolded and hugged her. And Dib Dib sat in her wheelchair smiling at, scolding and hugging Kapi. So this is very interesting and beautiful story, my dear students. Here, catch that cat. Then what is the main meaning here? We know that Dib Dib is a very happy child who does not need anybody else to help her. She is fine just the way she is. Do you know anybody like her? Here, Shrikant Bola, a 26-year-old young man from Andhra Pradesh, was born blind. He went on to beat and oats and started a Braille printing press for children with multiple disabilities in Hyderabad to provide education material for disabled students. He is now the founder of the Boland Industry, a company that employs only people with disabilities. Read up more about him, share what you learned from this, from Dib Dib and Bola. So here from Dib Dib we learned that having a disabilities in yourself, but if you have a courage, then you can do anything what you want to do in your life. If you want to help somebody, you can. So here Dib Dib, having a disabilities, have a great courage, and she helped her little friend Mimo for finding his pet, that is Kapi. So my dear students, I hope you all have understood this story very well and you have learned something from this, that you have to help everyone in any condition. If you want to do anything, you can do it in your life without fear and education. Now here, your education is very important, my dear students. So here in the previous video I have given you the homework, fill in the blanks. I hope you all have understood and you all have learned is already this filling the blanks. You have by heart it. Now this time for your homework, today's homework, answer these questions with reference to the context. Your question number 1, she looked behind houses, she looked inside dustbin, she looked under bushes. Your question A is, who is she in these lines? What is she looking for? Question number B. Question number C is, did she find what she was looking for? And now question number 2, how did you get up there? Who was up there? Why did the person go there? Your question A is. Now question B is, how did the person get up there? Question C, who got the person down? So my dear students, when you will read this story from page number 32 and 33, you will get to know the answer this question with reference to the context. I hope you all will try at your home to do your homework once again by your own. Learn all the question answer. Now I am going to stop here. Thank you so much. God bless you.